Ready to head up so I can take my shower. I just got off of our 6-day, 21-day prayer, and I just can't stop. I need to stop when I say I'm gonna stop. But I just came across. I was getting ready to turn the TV off. I was getting ready to go upstairs. Excuse me. And then I came across our president. You know when he talking. If I ain't heard it before, I want to hear it. So he's basically talking, and this if you guys just listen to him right now, you'll hear that everything is not about one thing about him. And I'm the same way too. I run my household the same way. In my place of business, as an overseer, um I run things in order the way they're supposed to be. If there's policy and procedure, I follow them. I don't just not do them because I'm the boss or I'm over that particular department. I follow the rules, the guidelines, and policy and procedure. And he's doing the same thing. You're gonna hear him say that, and that's what I like about him. Like, you cannot go wrong when you do right. You just cannot. Yeah, somebody gonna smear your name, and somebody gonna tell a story on you, and they gonna say this and they gonna do that, but you cannot go wrong because God gonna have your back. So he's basically, they asked him, he says, hey, you anybody have questions? And one of the, I think it's a firefighter, asked him, will he run again? And he said, we're not supposed to talk about it. But other people, oh, you could talk about it, you the president. It don't work like that. And then he goes on to share just a little bit. He's literally being honest, because he's not no type of person that explain nothing. I'm not either. If I say no, I'm not at liberty to discuss that, or we're not going to talk about that today. People know, don't, why? Because I know what I'm doing. This man know what he's doing. He didn't have to do that, say that, but he did. There's laws, and you're going to hear him say that. So let y'all go ahead and listen.
And it's a great honor, more to me than anything. So I really appreciate it. You know what I thought I'd do? You've heard so many words. All you hear is words, and they become meaningless after a while when you hear some of these politicians talking. But if you have any questions, please, I'll give you a little chance. You could be a star. I see that's the fake news behind you. So, anybody have any questions? The big guy, look at the size of that guy. Anybody, do you have a question?
Spotlight's on me, I guess. Are you going to run again, Mr. President?
Oh, that's a tough question. Actually, for me, it's an easy question.
Okay.
I mean, I know what I'm going to do, but we're not supposed to be talking about it yet from the standpoint of campaign finance laws, which frankly are ridiculous, okay? You want to know the truth. But we have to live with it. But I think you're going to be happy. Let me put it that way, okay? I think you're going to be very happy when I see what's going on. We had the greatest economy in the world. We did things that nobody thought even possible. Everybody had the best jobs. We were even getting along with the other side. They were starting to come in and the radical left, I call them, but they couldn't compete with what we were doing. From jobs to regulations to we rebuilt the military. They gave $85 billion of it away, brand new Apache helicopters. Can you believe they gave them away? Why would you give them away? You fly them out. You take them out. And they had all the time in the world. We had everybody on hold. The Taliban was on hold. I dealt with the top guy, Abdul. And there was nothing he was going to be doing with us. All of a sudden, we have a rigged election, and all of a sudden we flee Afghanistan. That's why I'm saying, what timing, what horrible timing, the 20th anniversary. And I watched the speeches, and not one person spoke about the fact that 3 days ago, we fled Afghanistan, and we left Americans behind, and others too. And we left $85 billion worth of the best equipment ever made. Much of it that I bought, they left it behind.
Told you, this man spends all his money
there for 1 month
for us.
3 years. They weren't going to be able to do anything, but they left. And when they left, there was a vacuum. And then they came in and filled the vacuum. And whoever thought of this, a 5-year-old would have said the military goes out last. And that's what they wanted. They couldn't believe they were leaving. So it was gross incompetence. And I hate to talk about it on this day, but people are saying, why are they talking about what the hell we did? So I think you're gonna be very happy.
Mr. President?
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's a truly honor to.
Thank you, my honor.
I speak on behalf
Big guy, huh?
of, my entire family. I got a question for you.
Yes.
If, I'm elected again, which, we strongly hope that, you are, would you strongly consider, having, days of recognition for the outstanding service of the men and women of police departments around the country? I would hope that I speak on behalf of, departments, the entire country, if you would try to consider having more recognition for the outstanding achievements and accomplishments of police officers.
I think it's an incredible question, and you won't believe this. I've never been asked that question before, and it should be asked.
First time ever.
This is the first time. And no, think of it. That's a great question. And yet I've answered every question from her and from him, from everybody.
So I guess my
And
question, not to put you in.
I like the idea.
Yes.
I think they deserve it.
Remember, there's two types of considers in this world. There's consider
Right.
and there's strongly consider. So I'm respectfully asking you to strongly consider that.
You have a deal. And isn't it amazing that nobody's ever, when I say question, nobody's ever brought that up. And when I see what they do and things that take place, I was responsible for getting a lot of money, billions of dollars for the victims. You remember the signing I had with the police department, the fire department, and many others. That was on my watch. I saw they were talking about it today, but they had nothing to do with it. I had. Nobody mentioned it. I have to mention it myself, but we had some of the, I think one or two of the people right from the precinct were there. We had a great ceremony in the Rose Garden, and it was a massive amount of money for the victims and the families of people that died in the World Trade Center. I mean, it's hard to believe, right? But they were trying to get that for a long time, long before I was there, and I got it. And today they were talking about it, and nobody mentioned my name, and that's okay, because that's the way it is. The other side was trying to take credit for it. They had nothing to do with it. So I think that's a really good point, and I like it. Okay? Thank you. Great question. Thank you. It's a rare question that I haven't heard before, and that's one that I should have been hearing a lot. Thank you. Great question. Yes, please.
No question, Mr. President. Just want to say thank you for coming down here. We all appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate it, Joe. I appreciate you. You don't get enough credit. And the crime in New York, and you look at these cities, Chicago. I had a very strong conversation with Abdul Ghani Karaka from the Taliban. And I will tell you, we told him, and this is what you could do very easily in New York, we told him, any American soldier, any American is killed, you're going to be hit harder than any country has ever been hit. And he understood that. We had a very good conversation. After that, it was a much easier conversation. And so we didn't lose one soldier in 18 months. And yet you look at these cities, and that's in Afghanistan. And yet you look at these cities where 88 people were shot in Chicago over a week. 88 people were shot. And many people died. And the same thing here. And if they'd let you do your job, you could do this job very quickly. You do it very quickly. If they let you do this job, if they said, okay, it's time, we can't have this. We lost no soldier in Afghanistan for 18 months.
What does the Dorney Park season?
Well, folks, we was doing good until the commercial came.
Because of what I said to them. They respected it. Nor would they have come in and do what they did. They wouldn't have even come close. And every time they did, we hit them with the planes. They didn't like our planes. Now they have our planes. How about that?
Did you hear it? They hit them with the planes. I'm telling you, our air fighting aircrafts are a beast. We hit them with the planes, he said. They're beasts, each and every one of them that we had the opportunity to view when I post the video and I try to tell you a little bit about. We got the best of the best of the best. We are doing just fine. So this is an hour and 21 minutes long and 5 seconds. So here is the title. Oh, excuse me. So that you can look it up and finish listening to it. It's pretty good. All right, guys. Good night. Going to bed. Love you.